Hi everyone.
We thought we'd do a video on things that have changed on P&O, cruise ships in general, what we think have changed since COVID, and also things that have changed on Iona compared to other P&O ships.
Yeah.
So, room service is one of the things that we noticed has changed slightly. When we were on Britannia last, we ordered breakfast to our rooms, and there was quite a large choice of what you could have. You had all your cereals, your pastries, fruits, but you also had all your sausage sandwiches, bacon sandwiches.
Yeah, there's like hot food you could order as well.
It was baguettes actually.
Sausage
baguettes.
But there was quite a big range, wasn't there?
And bacon baguettes, weren't they?
Yeah.
But now we've noticed it's just literally your cereal and your pastries.
Yeah.
And your fruit juices. So
so
they brought the list down quite a bit. And then also you have to pay delivery charge this time.
Yeah, well you never had to before.
Last time it was completely free, so
yeah, it's £2.50, isn't it?
£2.50 delivery
charge now. Also, with the room service as well. Before there was quite a lot of items on the menu. You could just order to room service. There was no cost. There was no charge for them bits and pieces. And now everything on the room service has a price to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Everything.
So you used to be able to order like pizza or.
There was bits, weren't there,
that
were free, included in the price.
And obviously there wasn't a delivery charge either.
No.
But
that was on Azora. I remember when we was on Azora, it was free.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Lots of things were free.
Yeah.
There's things in your room, obviously, that were previously in your room on other cruises that aren't in your room now. Flannels, but you can ask for them.
Yeah, all these things that they're not standard in your room anymore, but you can still ask.
You can still ask them, and they're still
given to you. They're just not there anymore.
Basically, things that we asked for this time was flannels.
Yeah.
Extra hangers for the wardrobes.
Yeah.
Conditioner for your hair.
So if you just ask your steward, she'll give them all to you. There's no problems with it.
It's
not just all there now.
No.
We used to have all these things used to just be there, didn't they?
Yeah.
But there's also other things you can ask for as well if you're not sure. Because the pillows, they're like a fibre sort of pillow, aren't they?
Yeah, and they're quite buffy.
Yeah, quite buffy. But you can ask for feather pillows. They supply you with. But if you ask them, your steward will just bring them to you.
Yeah, I asked for one that wasn't so big because I can't sleep on it. She bought a flatter pillow for me.
If you need like a sharps box, so you don't have to bring one with you. If you need like your needles for insulin or any other medication.
Diabetic.
Yeah. You just ask your steward and she'll give you a sharps box, so you don't have to worry about bringing one with you or finding somewhere to dispose of. So you just give you a sharps box and you leave that in the room and they'll take it away at the end of the holiday.
Yeah. It's just little touches. Anything that you think, oh no, like they used to do that and they don't, just ask and they hopefully will have it, be able to get it for you or have it for you.
Yeah. Another thing we noticed with Iona, this is definitely an Iona thing because I've never noticed it on the other ships.
Never ever thought to myself, I can hear that all the time before. So it's got to be just Iona.
Yeah, and you can hear when you're in your cabin, like especially at night, obviously when you're sleeping, you can hear other people like flushing their toilets, can't you? Constantly, yeah. So like 3 in the morning, you'll hear like the toilet because they're loud.
Yeah. And it sounds like it's in your room.
Yeah. Yeah. You think someone's in your toilet. Yeah. You could just hear everyone else's toilets flushing, can't you?
Which I don't remember hearing before.
No, definitely don't remember hearing.
I don't remember. I'm sure we would have remembered it if we had of.
Yeah, because they are loud, aren't they? They're like aircraft toilets.
Yeah,
they're exactly the same noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just be aware that you can hear other people's toilets.
You
can't hear people going to the toilet, but you can hear their toilets
flushing.
You can
hear them flushing.
So like 3 in the morning, you'll hear a toilet going off.
Yeah. We've noticed that they don't do the nighttime, like turning down service.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a COVID thing or what. We don't know why.
Sure, no.
But they used to obviously draw your curtains, do your bed. And they used to put chocolates on your bed.
Yeah, a couple of little P&O chocolates on your pillow.
On your pillow.
Yeah. And they used to change all your towels and all that if you wanted them done as well.
Yeah.
So you have it done in the morning as normal, and they used to come in the evening. So when you went out for the evening, they'd come in and redo it all again. Yeah,
which a lot of you will probably remember.
Yeah.
If you're all going on cruises. You want something from your cabin steward, you can only really get it in the day unless you phone reception and go that way, for it that way.
Yeah, because they're only about now till like sort of 1, 2 o'clock.
1 o'clock she finishes.
Yeah, she finishes at 1, but she sometimes about still, doesn't she? Like a bit later if she's worked a bit longer or whatever, or took longer to do the rooms or whatever. So yeah, but you used to have your cabin steward was pretty much around all the time when you came up, wasn't he or she? So that's different now. So you only get the one turn down, and they're gone by sort of like lunchtime.
Yeah.
Another thing we've noticed on Iona compared to when we came in August is that probably a load of you realised that if you came on the first cruises that the lift doors you had to be really quick because they'd open and then they'd shut really quickly, wouldn't they? And then they'd just go.
You had to run to get them before they shut.
And they've changed that now, so the lift doors aren't like that anymore. They're like normal, aren't they? You don't have to run for them, so that's a massive improvement.
It must have had a lot of people with their feedback.
Yeah.
So
yeah, if you're like trying to get in with a wheelchair or use like a bit like slow with walking or a walking stick or anything, you would have missed the lifts all the time before.
Yeah, they just shut too quickly.
Yeah, really quick.
We said about it on our video, on one of our videos. I remember talking about it, but now we noticed that they've obviously listened to the feedback
and they've reset them or whatever they've done.
They've changed them.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
Things that we've noticed in general about the buffet on Iona is the choices. There's not as much choices as there used to be.
No.
It's kind of like repeated, isn't it?
It's just not as big a selection.
No,
either.
It used to be really big before. Really big, didn't it?
Yeah. And also when you sat down for breakfast in the mornings, you used to sit down and obviously get your buffet, sit down there, and then they had coffee cups and that on the tables, didn't they?
Yeah.
So you used to come around and fill your cups up with coffee and stuff like that.
Yeah, they used to walk around.
Yeah, that's not there anymore at all. You just get your coffee and when you want to have one, so there's not like any table service at all apart from collecting your dirty cutlery and stuff now.
Yeah, and also the late night buffet used to have like things like pizzas and Cornish pasties and sausage rolls.
Yeah, also snacky, like proper snacky stuff, didn't
they? Quiches and things like that. And now you go up there and it's really...
It's not that, it's more like leftover food from like evening meals and stuff.
Yeah, it's not like they especially cook something for it, is there anymore?
No. They still do like hot chocolates and stuff like that, what they've always done. But yeah, you can't get like pizzas or...
I mean, maybe they might have been on nights that we didn't go up there.
No.
But on the few nights that we did go, we noticed that there wasn't anything like that. No. And some nights there was nothing for us to eat at all.
Nothing for us, no.
We couldn't even eat up there.
The selection was a lot less, wasn't it, than what it used to be?
Yeah, a lot less. So it's the same in the day really as the evening.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It's
the
reduced.
selection, seems to be reduced. We found that the vegan options on this cruise have been a lot more suitable for us, haven't they?
Definitely.
It's not so much risotto like in our August cruise.
No.
It's been more variety.
Yeah.
And we've been able to put things together to make up a meal in the buffet ourselves, which has been really good. And the restaurants, we've gone to check what their restaurant vegan option is before we go down, make sure we like it, and if we haven't then we'll go to the Horizon. But also on this cruise we found out that Keel & Cow had 2 vegan options, which we didn't discover on the August cruise.
No.
So that's been really good because we've been able to go there
a couple of times.
Yeah, and try both have the different options, haven't we?
Yeah.
And both of them have been really nice. So that's an extra restaurant that we discovered from last time.
Well, we have also noticed though, when we go to the main restaurants, it's very similar to what's in the buffet anyway though.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing with maybe pudding slightly different or something like that. But obviously with the buffet you've got a choice of putting like the other vegetables that are all on display now.
Yeah, and you can use like the rice that's on display for the non-vegan.
Or, whatever they've got up there.
So you've been able to mix and match things together, which
it's been much better for us.
Yeah, it's been much better.
We haven't sort of like been eating loads of chips this time.
No, just a few times.
Yeah, just a couple of times. So it's been a massive improvement for us.
Yeah, much better. We noticed on Iona as well that you've got the Costa, which is like Vistas it's called, isn't it?
Yeah, on the deck 6.
Yeah, you can get your Costa and you can get cakes, but you've got to pay for both. Whereas on previous cruises that we went on...
With Costa shop.
Yeah, we used to buy a Costa, but you used to get your cake for free. They weren't as posh as those cakes.
No.
They weren't like really like that, were they? They were more pastries. They had all sorts of cakes, didn't they, before?
Yeah, they did, yeah.
But they just weren't as posh looking.
Yeah, so you bought a coffee and you just got a cake free with it.
Yeah.
And now that's not the same, is it?
No. Just something that we noticed.
Yeah,
Like, you
so
don't get the cakes free.
I mean, they're not dear. The cakes, they're like, I don't know.
$1.75 and $2.50, I think.
And finally, we've noticed on board that the music seems to be aimed at a younger audience.
Yeah.
Like the band music and some of the live acts.
Yeah, there is a variety of different ones, but quite a few on this cruise have been more, what would you say, like younger people's music?
Yeah. Sort of like they've had Britpop night and...
Pink and Lady Gaga.
Yeah, them sort of like...
But then you've got your Eric Clapton and So there is stuff that appeals to everyone.
You still got the crow's nest. You still got the piano in the atrium, and they still do like line dancing, but they don't do it in the atrium. They do it in other areas. So it's more of a wider range.
It's a mix for all ages, I would say.
Yeah, rather than sort of like just older people or just younger people, it's a more wider.
It's a mix for everyone.
Yeah, yeah. So
and I think everyone can like find something that they want to do.
Because it's such a big ship as well.
There's so many different
places.
venues.
Yeah, so that's probably why they've been able to sort of like widen their audience a bit, really, haven't they, with the music and stuff on board.
We've been on cruises before where the music has not been very good for us at all.
No.
And it's been a real thing, hasn't it? We were like, oh, the music. But this one, it's definitely better.
Yeah.
And also, if you are more into the, want
more classical.
Yeah, want quieter spaces. There's the crow's nest, like Matt said, and you've got the atrium, that's pianos, and you've got the relaxing areas, and then you've got the clubhouse and like the Sky Dome, which is more lively. So
they still have areas, don't they, and performers as well for all age groups.
Yeah.
They've just sort of like introduced a more younger sort of feel to certain areas, haven't they?
So obviously the bigger the ships are, they're like families, aren't they? And
you're
going to get.
They want to attract obviously younger people on board as well, don't they? As well as their usual clients that they've always had.
Yeah.
And I think they've sort of aimed this ship more towards that side of things, haven't they? More family based and maybe a slightly younger, or more appealing to younger people as well as older people.
And the good thing is you've got lots of ships to choose from, so you can choose whatever suits your taste. Yeah, really. Totally. That's why it's good to watch YouTube, because you can get a variety of what different ships have to offer. Yeah. Hope you like this video. Feel free to leave any comments about anything we've discussed. If you haven't subscribed and not sure how to, if you're on your TV, just wait till we get to the end page, and there'll be a little round circle with our pictures in it.
And little cartoon faces.
Yeah, get your remote control and click up to that little icon and click OK, and then you'll subscribe that way.
Yep.
And if you're on your tablet or iPad or your phone, when you're watching the video, there's a word and it says subscribe, and you just press that, and that means that you subscribe.
Yeah. Hit the notification bell, it lets you know when a new video's come out.
Yeah. That would really help us out anyway.
Yeah, it'd be really good for us.
Yeah. And also we've got an Instagram page. We're not really big into Instagram, but we do post photos on there.
Kelly does all that.
If you want to follow us on that, it's matt.and.kelly. And you can see the little photos that we put on from all our holidays. So with all that being said, we're off. And we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Bye.